All right, we're live.
Yeah.
Yay. All right. Hi, everybody. Buenos dias. Good morning to everybody, or good afternoon. I am Jenny with Latino Tax Pro, and I'm here with Robert.
Good morning. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? Super excited about today's special guest that we have on here. I'll let Jenny kind of introduce him, but I'm super excited. Glad you guys can make it. Just making sure we're good on all of our live accounts. Make sure if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comment section. We'll get to them. But yeah.
So let's introduce our great speaker this year for our Latino Tax Fest, Duke Moore. Take on, Duke. Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
So taste of who you are.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. Good morning to everyone as well. Buenos dias. See, I can speak Spanish.
Oh, perfect.
A little bit. So yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah. So I'm a creator and also a tax professional myself. I have a tax firm here in Dallas, Texas. We focus on like a lot of like content creators and entrepreneurs. One thing like we're really good at is like keeping up to date on like new laws and new like strategies that come out there. And so that's what kind of like what we get great at. But yeah, I'm super excited to be speaking at Latino Tax Fest this year. I was there last year. I was like, I gotta be up there. So you guys are definitely in for a treat this year. It's something I've been working really hard on and I'm super excited to take care of.
No, yeah, definitely. We're super excited to have you there too, Duke. Maybe talk a little bit about how, what made you get into the tax industry. I know we briefly talked about, the importance of getting to EA and all that other some stuff right there that maybe you wanted to share.
It's been definitely a journey, and not an easy journey, but it's been definitely a journey. But how I got my face, like I would say first, like taste of tax and the tax world and taxes is like when I was like 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, I was doing a lot of modeling here in Dallas, Texas. So I worked with an agency called the Campbell Agency, and they would find me gigs. Like, so I'd do things for like JCPenney, Neiman Marcus, Frito-Lay. I was on the back of like game boxes. But at that time, I was considered like a 1099, like contractor, right? So like I remember opening the mail, or my mom always opened my mail back in the day, so she handed me this letter that was already up. I'm like, girl, what you doing opening my mail? And so I was sitting in my room. She comes in there, opens the door. I'm like, oh, it's already open. She doesn't know what it is. I don't know what it is, because of course they were just always had their W-2 jobs at the same time. So it's been super fun and exciting. So they had me drive down to H&R Block, and at H&R Block they taught me about like taxes, about the income, about expenses. So I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. This is like off the chain, like, but when I filed my tax return, like this number popped up and it was a balance due of like $1,000. So like the first time I actually filed my taxes, I ended up with a balance due. I'm like, what? I thought you were supposed to get a refund. So I had a balance due, but that's why I kind of like got into taxes. And I was like, I want to do this for a living. I want to be serious about that. So I went to school to be a CPA. Then I realized you don't have to be a CPA to do a taxes. So then I went and became an EA instead. And then I started the business in 2018, just really wanted to like help other people. And then it didn't do well. It was like, okay, like it just didn't do well. And then in 2021, I started creating content online. And so that helped me like really grow the business and get it more seriously and start like building a team. And then just like last month, I just won like 2023 Creator of the Year. Forbes has me listed as their top financial creator and so forth. So it's been definitely a journey, not an easy journey, but like it's been great so far. But that's how I kind of got into it.
That's good. And I actually found out about you because of TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
It shows that social media, it's a big influence for everybody.
Yeah, super important.
You mentioned something in there right there that said that you got you're in Forbes, huh?
Yep. So I've been Forbes. I was in Forbes.
When you first started your journey, was that ever like a goal of yours?
Yeah, heck yeah. I'm like, I've always wanted to do Forbes. Like it's been so not only, has Forbes had me in one of their articles, they also flew out to their office in Jersey. And so then I also had like an in-person interview. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so tight. Like just before that, like a celebrity, Black China was there. So it's been like definitely a journey, like something that you're always like pinching yourself to see if like this is like the real deal and so forth.
That's awesome, man. That's an amazing accomplishment. Congratulations on that too.
Yeah, thank you.
So I know this year we're going to be having you as speaking at our 2023 Tax Fest. It's our 10th annual one. Yes. Super excited about that. If you haven't planned on going yet, I would. There's still time to register. We have an amazing lineup, new speakers. Obviously, Duke's going to be one of our new speakers. And he had an opportunity to come visit us last year, right? You came out last year, kind of last minute. Jenny was the one that kind of invited you, kind of roped you in a little bit, right? And you got to experience the Tax Fest for the first time last year. Could you share a little bit about your experience, what you thought about it, how it went for you?
Yeah, it was definitely mind-opening. It's something I did not expect because I'm like, I love what you guys are doing because I'm always about like, man, taxes should be fun. And that was the first like tax event that was like super cool. It was super fun. It was very like eye-opening because the people were like, they came up to me like, oh my gosh, Duke. And they take a picture and there was like a line. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what it feels like to be a celebrity. I'm like, this is so cool. There was like a line of people wanted to like take a picture, but like the commissioner was there last year as well. So not only are you getting the education piece, which is super important, but you're also getting your CE credits, especially if that's something that you need. And it's a fun way to get your CE credits, especially like the little after party by the pool was definitely like a journey. So super honored to be speaking this year because it definitely aligns in like my goals and my vision of how taxes should be viewed.
Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then so obviously we do, let's see if we can bring it up here. I want to show people when you're going to be on the schedule. I'm not technical savvy. They just have me here to smile. You can tell, right?
No, there you good. You're just a face. That's what helps.
Let me share the screen real quick. Let's see. All right.
Wednesday.
Here we go. So if you don't know, you guys can check out our schedule, our whole lineup, all of our speakers. Go to latinotaxfest.com. Scroll down just a bit. You'll be able to see, pretty much every day. And
Thursdays at 4:10.
Scroll down. Right here.
There we go.
4:10 to 5.
Yeah.
This is where we're gonna find them at, right? Wednesday, 4:00 in the afternoon. Maybe you can kind of introduce a little bit about what you're speaking. Obviously, don't give out everything, right? Because obviously,
Right. And I'll accidentally do that because I'm like literally obsessed with this topic right now, guys. If you don't know about the Corporate Transparency Act, it's super important that you kind of get educated on it. So my whole goal is I'm gonna make it very easy to understand, but it's gonna, especially if you work with business clients or you have like any type of LLC or something that's registered with any type of like government, like such as the state secretary of state, whether it's a DBA, an accounting, anything like that. There's something called the Corporate Transparency Act. And the whole purpose of this thing, guys, is going to affect 32.6 small business owners. So not only can it affect your business, but it can also affect the businesses of your clients. And the whole vision and the whole future of tax services is to also not help someone prepare their tax return, but you also want to be an advisor for your clients. This is how I've noticed a lot of success in my clients. And not only are we preparing tax return, but you also want to provide like some type of advisory service. Like, hey, have you heard about the Corporate Transparency Act that's coming out? It's super important because failure to file these reports is going to be up to $500 per day or up to 2 years in prison. So it's like they are not playing around. This is actually came out in 2020. It's part of the Anti-Money Laundering Act of 2020. But there are certain things that didn't go into effect that's not going to go into effect until January 1st, 2024. So in this thing, I'm going to not only teach you what it is, why it happened. I'm going to teach you. You're also going to learn who has to report and who does not have to report, but it's going to affect a lot of people. And my biggest fear is it's just like the awareness. There's so many like lack of awareness on this. And it's like, unfortunately, there's going to be some people who are going to get hit with this penalty because they just do not know. So I'm doing everything in my power to educate as many people as possible because it's super, super important. And it's going to be the lack of awareness that's going to be like penalizing people. So it's like, we have to spread this word. We have to get this out. It goes out January 1st, 2024. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I can educate as many people as possible. And you will definitely walk away learning something. So if you're not there, it's either in person or virtual. You guys got to show up and check it out.
So, hey, that's awesome. No, good stuff. And, the majority of our people, Duke, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them, they're going to be impacted by this directly, right? A lot of them are small business owners. So I always say it's the things that you don't know that cost you more in the long run, right?
Exactly.
Especially in our industry, it's an ever changing industry. So it's important to have different avenues, or even events like this to kind of get yourself knowledgeable so you're prepared for, you know, what's to come and to be ahead of the game, right? I believe a great expert is one that's an expert in their field, which means they take time to learn about the stuff that's coming up. It seems like you've been putting in the work, my man. You've been putting in the work, and we're excited to have you. We already got a lot of fan email coming in our way saying that we have you coming, but we're excited to have you. Definitely are.
Super excited. I'm like already practicing. Like I'm standing up here. I'm like, but I'm going in. It's going down. Like it's going down. Like I'm just gonna make this the best possible. It's going down. I'm super excited.
No, and I'm glad you mentioned that. You said coming to our event, it was a different feel, right? Obviously, it was. I remember speaking one time about taxes to a big group, and I was like, man, I'm here to make taxes sexy, you know, exciting, you know, something that people want to become a part of. And I think we have a pretty great environment where, yes, we get to have the fun, but the education's there. The topics are there. If you look at all the events across the board, you know, obviously everyone kind of keys in on pretty much the same types of topics, you know, but obviously the speaker makes the crowd, and we're trying to take advantage of that, right?
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. I'm so excited.
So when's the event, Jenny?
July 10th through the 13th at the MGM Grand in Vegas. So be there or be square.
Yeah, there you go. Be there, be square. You can attend virtually or live. Either way you go. So if you haven't got your ticket, do it.
So yeah, let's see if we have any questions out here. Let me get out of this real quick. Let me see. All right. And then Jenny, do we have any special deals going on for Duke and all that?
We do. So if you mention you were part of our live, you'll receive $50 off your registration, or use Duke to save $50 or more.
No, there you go. Thanks. That's what helps.
The $50 off your registration, or use Duke to save $50 or more.
No, there you go.
We have like a little
$50 off your.
I fixed that. Sorry.
Feedback. Yeah,
feedback. But yeah, so if you definitely want to come to the event, we have a discount going. You can contact
us at 866-936-2587 and call us. Mention you were part of our live, or just mention Duke, and you'll get $50 off.
Yeah, 100%, guys. It's gonna be a treat. So if you're not coming live, or I want you guys in person, but if you can't make it in person, definitely come to the virtual event. It's going down, but it's something you're not going to regret. I can guarantee you.
No, definitely. I highly recommend in person, right? It's different. You can't go on your most amazing date, you know, online, you know, which is probably a lot of the things that's in right now, but in person, different experience. Tax Fest, different experience. You're definitely going to have a great time, get your credits out of the way. We do have our room discounts. So we got special room discounts at the MGM. That is expiring tomorrow.
No, Friday.
Oh, Friday. So sorry,
Friday. June the 9th.
June the 9th. So no pressure, right? No pressure. But if you want to save some money, I think right now they're going for about $150, about that $150 a night, which is not bad at the MGM. So call us in. Let us know if you have any questions. Get registered for the event. You don't want to miss this one, because this is the year of the 1040. Super excited about that. That's a huge accomplishment for our organization. 10 years doing this big event, starting from a couple 100 people to a few thousand, you know? So super excited to have you there again. We want to thank you for your time. You know, I know this isn't the only time we're going to be working. We got some plans for after as well too. But I know, do you have anything else you want to mention, Duke?
No, that's it. Pretty much, guys, if you want to connect with me again after this, you can follow me on social media. That's at Duke Loves Taxes. That's probably the easiest way to definitely find me. Also, if you're interested, you know, in learning more about taxes, how I kind of ran my business and structure, with talk about marketing, preparing business tax return, personal tax returns. I am coming out with my own education course in November. You can pre-order that today. It's called taxtakeoff.com. You can also find the link in my bio as well, but that's going to be going down in November. But in the meantime, please stay connected with me on social media and come to Latino Tax Fest. I'm super excited to see you guys and meet all you guys out there.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Duke. Thank you, our people of Latino Tax Pro.
Thanks to everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see everybody in Vegas.
See you next time.
All right, peace out. Thanks, guys.
Bye. Thanks.